Why does Putin have no fear of economic sanctions? Has Putin miscalculated the devastating effects severe economic sanctions will have on the Russian economy? Or is he relying on a new accord with China in the areas of economic and security concerns to mitigate those effects? Why he doesn't have any fear? Hi, you are watching World Talk Fact. So, yes, he has not miscalculated. He has correctly calculated that Russia will be able to withstand any sanctions with Chinese help, and that any sanctions will kill Western economies more than Russia. So let's suppose Biden and Boris Johnson impose super tough sanctions on Russia. Good Lord, you can enough to convince people to wear masks to save the lives of your own countrymen. What chance do you have of getting people to support any economic pain to help people in a country most people have never heard about? Putin is now springing a trap that has spent the last decade putting together. He got the UK out of the EU. This means that the London banking system is completely dependent on Russia and that the UK will undermine any EU sanctions. He has so poisoned US politics that the Republicans hate Biden more than Putin. The millisecond Biden puts any sort of sanctions, Fox News is totally going to ream him. As he has also poisoned Ukrainian politics. He got China on his back, and this is not a new accord. It has been something that Russia and China have been working on since the 1990s. How much of this is accidental, and how much of this is intentional is not clear. But none of this would have been possible in 2010. But if you look at everything Putin has been doing since 2008, it has been part of this grand strategy that now makes a ton of sense. Nixon is absolutely rolling in his grave because the thing that Nixon realized was that you do not want Russia and China on the same side. And the amount of incompetence that it took for the US to get Russia and China on the same side is absolutely unreal. The problem is that the US likes quick fixes, but the US is now in a hole that it has been digging for the last 2 decades. This is utterly insane. So what does Russia need? It has food, it has resources. It needs tech and manufactured goods, which China can provide to Russia. What does China need? What is the one thing that China needs that could kill its economy? Why do you think China is terrified of the US 7th Fleet? Oil. Russia has got oil. The other thing is that I don't see anything that would suggest a miscalculation. Before Putin did what he did, he probably asked his advisors, and what they told him would happen is more or less what actually happened. So right now inflation is at 8% in the US, and there is no sign that it is going down. The Fed is either going to have to increase interest rates, which will throw the US into recession, or keep interest low. Biden is going to midterms, and right now it looks like he is going to get absolutely crushed. If this thing keeps going until 2024, then there is a good chance that an isolationist Republican or Trump himself will get elected. At which point the EU will be on its own. That's a good scenario. The bad scenario is if Putin can push the US into having a disputed election in 2024. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.